Okay, now can I? What the fuck, guys? Oh, I shouldn't have said that right at the beginning of the episode. Okay, I gotta refresh, I guess. 5 minutes before the scheduled time. Oh, I accidentally set it for tomorrow. Shit. My bad. Okay. Patreon, you'll be able to join in just a second. There we go. All right, we're live on Patreon. We're live on YouTube. I got to put a couple of things together. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm good. I'm tired, but good. How are you?
You know, I'm like living and existing and chilling out, relaxing, acting all cool.
Were you live right before this too?
Yeah. I'm working my ass off. Luthion's recovering from some stuff right now, so I'm trying to make sure she's taken care of. She's doing good. She's doing good. She's getting better. She's just sleeping a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
How's being married?
You know, kind of the same, except whenever I talk about Kevin now, I go, my husband. But other than that, it's exactly the same.
You know, my partner and I recently got email married, so I kind of know what you're talking about. Like, it's pretty much the same thing.
Oh, yeah. I remember that you guys got email married. Yes.
For people who don't know what email married is, there was finally a reason for my partner and I to have a joint email address, specifically for a calendar application, where the best way to do it, they recommend a joint email address. I think it's Cozilla is the one. They recommend a joint one for the main admins, and then to synchronize our own individually. And so it did require us to get emailed married. And so we did. We got email married. It's basically the same thing. You know, arguably it's better, but I don't want to say that to my friend. She just got married and we're celebrating it. Yeah, so they're pointing out in the live chat. I don't know if you have it up, but
yeah, I do.
I kind of showed my doomer side, my we're all gonna die soon side.
Oh no.
I was explaining why I like all the reasons why I'm convinced. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but then I'm convinced that all of this is going to go to hell. And the idea of holding a savings account seems so dumb to me because there's no way it will matter.
I know. I think about that shit all the time. I think about that even with like debt. Like my school loans feel imaginary to me. I like never think about them. Like if you were to like randomly ask me like, oh, what debt do you have? I would be like, oh, you know, like I have some credit cards I need to pay off and whatever, nothing crazy. I literally wouldn't even think about my student loans because they just like are imaginary to me.
Yeah. I don't know. My answer to that could be potentially like normal or crazy until you like go around and you compare it to other people's. You don't know, because sometimes you'll be like, yeah, and I'm behind on this by this many years or something. And they'll be like, oh, me too, dude. Me too.
I recently have gotten very into like, I want to get my finance. This is the year where like my finances are going to be in tip top shape. So I've been doing a lot of like, you know, taking in a lot of finance content. And
real quick, before everybody just leaves, I'm just getting a few things ready. We're not recording the podcast yet. You're going to see the behind the scenes at the beginning. So we are going to be doing it here momentarily.
We will actually do the podcast.
And then we'll do the podcast. And just kidding. Gross. That makes me want to throw up. Anyway, references.
Ridiculous.
I just forget which friends I can say those things to.
You can say whatever.
That's true. That's true. I have told you so much about me, about my poops, about...
Yeah, that's true.
We really are platonically married.
That's so true.
But we don't even have a joint email. So it'll never mean as much.
I am logged into this one.
That's true. We kind of do. But then... Who else
so are other people.
In? My partner. You, me, my partner, and Promise would be the four who are in on this email. And I think...
it's a good marriage.
I think she'd reject the premise. It might make her want to throw up. Though you and Luthien being a part of it would be very appealing to her. She loves you two so much.
To who?
What if you're married when you have a joint email and the four of us have a joint email? My presence would be the problem, but she'd be stoked to be married to you too. Yeah. Promise would be stoked to be married to you too. As would anybody. I mean, let's just be so real.
Love her.
I love Luthien. I love all of you also. But I enjoy most my employee that I get to do things to. That I get to sexually harass. Yeah.
That's fair. Anyway, like we were saying before about finances, there's a girl who makes content about finances, and she was in $120,000 of credit card debt. How do you even do that? How do you even
get $120,000 of credit lines?
Of credit line. That's exactly what I was like. How are you doing that?
Providers. It had to. How old was she? Was it like before they could maybe check each other? Was she researching which credit bureau they report to? Like how old?
I don't know. She's making the content now, and she looks like she's maybe in like her 40s. So she was young. I don't know. Maybe not all of it was credit card and I misunderstood, but she had $120,000 of debt. For sure. Which is so crazy.
Hey, is Jamie Presley joining OnlyFans podcast level news or no?
I don't know who Jamie Presley is.
Oh, just Google her. It's kind of like one of those things where I don't know if that should be allowed, because Jamie Presley joining OnlyFans is a little bit like, it's kind of like she's joining OnlyFans, which means so is Margot Robbie. But Margot Robbie's not meaning to, but since they look exactly alike.
That's funny.
It's kind of like, what if you had a person out there who was like basically your twin in so many ways, and then they joined OnlyFans? Wouldn't you be like, could you maybe not? Because like,
yeah,
like they're definitely gonna deep fake me onto there. Not that I don't know.
Is she actually joining OnlyFans?
Yeah, I guess she joined OnlyFans. Yes, the lady from My Name Is Earl. Yes. Is that podcast worthy news? I didn't know whether to
Whoa. She said, I've always believed in evolving with the times. Wow.
There was a different celebrity who joined not too long ago too. The girl from the American Pie, first American Pie, Shannon Elizabeth. She joined.
But is she making...
I don't know.
Is she making like sexy
content? I'm
gonna
be honest. I hope everybody who wants to consume that and likes to consume that goes and buys and consumes that. But I can already see them naked other places for free, like movies. Like if I really just felt like I gotta see Shannon Elizabeth naked, it's not like American Pie isn't on the internet.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
I'd probably feel weird these days at my age. What was she, like 19 at the time?
I don't know. Probably. I don't know if she'd
still look like back when I first saw it. I would have been 15, so she'd have been an older lady to me. You know what I mean? And now I probably look back and be like, "Oh, should I be on a list?" I'm seeing this right now. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot one thing I want to add to the outline real quick.
Can I fill up this with water?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, friends. My brain is still loading.
Yeah, we're going to start the actual recording real quick. I'm just getting some things into my outline here that I want to make sure we hit. And I've had a busy, stressful time, guys. Okay. And I know that that's all you guys want to hear about is YouTubers and how hard a time they're having. It's not like those videos, though. If it's catastrophic, if ever it's like I have brain cancer, that video is going to do numbers. That video is going to do fucking numbers. Let's see. Yeah, if something catastrophic happens to a YouTuber and they make a thing about it, those things go fine. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. Let's have a scrap. I had a long distance ex who was British. And that was a thing we used to say to each other. Let's have a scrap. Bum, bum, bum. Okay. Cause I love you, baby. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. You guys remember that? Oh, wait, that's the Sunday show. You don't even have to remember. I don't remember because I don't do that show that often. Cause I love you, baby. We'll wait till Alyssa gets back. We should be able to get started. I love you, baby. Boom, boom.
Wow.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. I almost wore the exact same dress. Okay, but no, low key, actually. I don't feel that guilty about it, but I was making jokes about Kyle Rittenhouse's titties in the last show too.
Kyle Rittenhouse fucking sucks. You can say whatever you want about him.
You heard what happened to him? Am I going to be breaking news to you?
You are going to be breaking news to me.
Oh, God, I'll wait. I want to see you react in real time.
Okay.
I want to see. Do. One second. Okay, I think we're going to be able to get started here. So I'm going to copy this into, I need to switch to our shared drive as a result of the fact that we are work married. Because I put that on the wrong one. I don't know if you want the outline. You can have it if you want. There's a lot of stuff on it today.
I don't know. I think I want you to baby girl me through this one today. I'm fried.
Baby girl. I don't know what that means, actually, to tell you the truth. Baby girl.
It means that...
You hear about this, baby girl?
I don't even know how to describe, actually.
All right. Actually, this one will be long to make up for how short the one on Monday was. It was
that was
very short.
Hilarious. That was one of the funniest episodes of anything we've ever done.
I enjoyed it, honestly. It was kind of fun. It's kind of fun to be in and out.
It was really fun.
I had people to go take care of. All right, let's do this. Let's get it on the show. Woo. Guys, you fucking freaks. Go ahead and say stuff so I can see what your audio levels are coming out to when you're talking proper.
Hello, hello, hello.
I think that's fine. All right. My background should be a hospital room to get double the views. Yeah, but then the title has to be "Don't Want to Talk About It." Look, guys, some of you will have done this. If you've ever put a picture online of just your wrist with clearly a hospital bracelet and then some obscure title like "Don't Want to Talk About It" or "Rough Day" or you're clearly fishing to get it asked for. So why not just be honest? Why not go, would anyone like to know why I went to the hospital? I would like people to tell, I'm looking for free attention today. It would make me feel better. It'd be fun. I think, honestly, at this point, you would actually get more engagement. People would be like, because you were refreshing, I just want you to know. I'm sad you went to the hospital. I wish you hadn't had to do that.
I think you don't even need to ask. Like, if you just really want to share what just happened, then just share. Like, you don't need to even ask.
Well, I think they want people, I think they want to know how many people care enough to ask.
I see, like, you're asking for disappointment in that way.
Yeah. Let's make this piece of shit.
Okay.
Gotta get the...
when you warm up for a Gregorian chant.
That's not quite a Gregorian chant, is it, though? That'd be more like...
I thought they do that weird, like, growly thing.
The Gregorians? I don't know. Maybe.
Girl.
All right. You got a pattern eye?
Yes, I do.
Do you got a secret? Did you use a secret way? Did you just do it at random?
Did it at random.
All right. It won't be random next time. We're doing a secret way next time.
Okay.
Right in hell. Go to hell. Eat shit and die. Right in hell. Go to hell.
So good. This episode is brought to you by our Patreon supporters. Today's patron of the day is Aiden Sloan. Patrons get the show always ad-free and access to the extended episode with bonus content. If you don't want to miss all of that, go to patreon.com/calltheline. That's patreon.com/calltheline.
You want to do it. You want to support. You want to be a good person. And good people support at patreon.com/calltheline when they have the means. Do you know what you call a person who has the means but doesn't support at patreon.com/calltheline? Most people. But we'd appreciate it. And isn't that what you've always wanted? Our appreciation? All right, we'll do a show, I think. Welcome, everybody. It is Thursday, May 7th, and there is news to be talking about. We're going to be talking about a lot of things, guys. We're going to be talking about the Rittenhouse of it all. Okay? We're going to be Kyling it up. We're going to be talking about...
Kyling it up.
I know I have way more on this outline, and yet it's like the pressure of having to recall it all at once. My brain's like, what if you can't remember anything? What if you're useless? Plus, I'm moving windows around, so I'm also like... kind of shooting myself in the foot again. All right, we're going to do my outlines and stuff down below. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to be talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. We're going to be talking about Hantavirus and this cruise ship shit. You know about the Hantavirus?
Yes, I do.
Do you know if I'm pronouncing it right? To tell you the truth, I've never looked into it.
Hanta or Hantavirus?
I don't know.
It's Hantavirus.
I've only been reading about it.
Hantavirus feels like haunt. Like...
Ooh.
Yeah. Which is more fun for sure, but I think I would have clocked it if I heard people saying it that way.
I don't think they're naming it for the kids to have more fun, do you know?
No. I think it's Hantavirus.
Hantavirus, ooh la la. It's a new spin. It's to make it fun for the kids. Some Iran shit happening. We got some Jamie Presley stuff. I decided to include it. I decided to keep it in. I want to talk about the future of celebrity. We got to talk about Joe Rogan.
Yeah,
guys.
that's an interesting conversation. Oh,
a video which reemerged from Joe Rogan's past that I'm looking forward to, if whatever response he might have for it. I kind of feel like it's going to be like when people played his N-word thing, and he's like, yeah, when I look back, I'm really ashamed of myself and humiliated that I did all of that. It even makes me look bad. I feel like he must know he's not going to joke his way out of that one. Sometimes he has that ability to PR right.
Yeah, sometimes.
And then he goes and he stands behind the president because he's a piece of shit.
I know. When he knows his career is actually could potentially be teetering, then I think he actually...
And you don't, even if you're like, I'm rich enough, who cares? You don't want that career to end, even if you are rich enough, on specifically accusations that you're basically a pedo.
Yeah,
and that's what this one will be. This is some, in his own words, proud bragging about low-key pedo shit. All right, so we're gonna get going ahead and starting. Everybody, the news is very dark today. Kyle Rittenhouse, the guns rights representative, apparently lives in Texas now. He's at least he works for a Texas gun rights group, has announced on social media via a photo which shows he has some rather supple and voluptuous tits, that he has been bitten by a brown recluse spider and required hospitalization for it. Which is interesting because most people don't. From a hospital bed, he posted with his I liked how it's kind of like the attention stuff, chest open, and then specifically the probes that they monitor your heart with, when it's literally like, you really hammed this up, bud. You really hammed this up. Sure. Literally like a regular selfie of like, guess where I am. Haha.
Right.
Bit by a spider. I just want to say, Kyle Rittenhouse hospitalized with a brown recluse spider bite, and obviously my heart goes out to spider bites. I don't know, man. I'm just like,
it's also like it's for a community of people, or being part of a community of people that's so obsessed with like looking and like appearing, alpha.
Yeah.
A bug bit you and you're in the hospital. Okay.
Yeah.
Grow up.
How many people died from the the stray bullets from you shooting that spider? That's what I want to know.
I would like to know.
Yeah. I'm looking forward
actually
to the
funny.
video of him recounting it with his arm up in the air, absolutely crying. And then the Black Widow came. I just imagine that's how he retells all the stories of the traumatic
Oh my
things that happened
God.
to him. Look, I don't even disagree that he probably had PTSD from the thing that happened. It's still, despite the fact that it was evil and he was in the wrong, it would still create PTSD. It will always be iconic, that picture of him. Come at me with guns and they're trying to shoot me. It's just, you know what I'm talking about, right? The image of him breaking down on the stand.
Yes, I just have no sympathy for that.
I don't either.
For that man.
You, beta male shit. I'm one of those now. I'm calling out beta males all over the place. Like this fucking dude who said he was going to debate me and cancel. I literally said in one of our DMs, I called him a beta. I was like, well, I don't know, man. You're all, what did I say? I'm going to see. All those muscles and you're so afraid of a little debate. I don't know. Sounds like beta male shit. That's what I told him. That's what I told him. Anyway. I was about to say the phone number, like people could call in. So Kyle Rittenhouse hospitalized. I'm sure he's out by now. To tell you the truth, unless you are a small child or an old feeble person, generally the only thing you will need after a brown recluse bite is possibly antibiotics. You'll want to keep an eye out for like a blood infection. See if it looks like the vein is visible, getting red going up through your thing. But otherwise, a lot of people don't get any treatment. You might need like local antibiotics, local treatment, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. You don't die. Most people don't die from. Almost no one dies anymore from them.
I'm looking at the picture right now, and do you know what the caption was of the picture?
Was it something like the spider didn't make it out alive or some shit?
No, it's stupider than that.
Tell me.
It's the communists couldn't take me out, and I'll be damned if I let a brown recluse take me out.
He's not gonna let himself be taken down by anything brown. That's what he knows. It's him versus Brown all over town. Kyle Rittenhouse victorious amongst the Browns, over the Browns. He is going to spend the rest of his life making sure he lives in a castle above the Browns and make the Browns recluses or whatever else look up at him and just go, oh, what voluptuous tits you have.
I see a minimum of 5 like monitor things on him.
Yeah, well, the EKG thing I think takes 8, so there's going to be some down by his side and stuff. It's because they're making sure his heart's not going crazy because he probably had a panic attack and then went, it's a heart attack from the spider thing, and yeah, I mean, shit, dude, I've had really bad panic attacks, so I'm not going to talk too much shit about that. But then I also have voluptuous titties, and I'm talking shit about that, so I'm a solid B cup, like for the record, and they bounce. They bounce.
That's funny. Oh, someone in the chat said Kyle Bittenhouse.
Kyle Bittenhouse.
That's good.
Oh, Kyle Bit in house, more like. Anyway, Kyle, our thoughts go out to you, and I hope you head toward the light. Basically, I'm just recycling my my Rudy Giuliani jokes, guys. Oh, by the way, update on the Rudy Giuliani story. Terrible, terrible news. He seems to be recovering.
Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, so Rudy, it seems like Rudy's going to be okay. Also, let's start talking about the Hantavirus.
Yeah, this is what I'm I feel like most interested in hearing your thoughts on, because I can kind of guess what your thoughts are going to be, but I'm just curious.
Okay, let's not even talk about Hanta focused first. Let's talk about going on cruises. If you go on cruises, you're fucking insane.
You're insane. You are an insane person, because how many times do you have to hear between the Titanic, the Pope cruise, and now this whole situation? I don't need to see a cruise boat as long as I live.
Okay. Do you know how many people died on the boat? I got to double check.
3, I think, right? Or 2?
And do you know how hard it is to contract Hanta?
I think pretty hard.
Yes.
Like, it's not that easy.
Yes. And so here's the thing. There have been 3 deaths already. Now that said, it has a high death rate, Hantavirus, which is why people are freaking out. This is how COVID started, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's how it felt like it started anyway, it felt like it came to America because we isolated those people on that cruise ship. But
Yeah.
legitimately, you have to like come in contact or breathe like shit that has gotten pushed up into the air from rats. And now you can be in close contact with people who have it, but it's really close contact and it's already killed 3 people. Fucking cruise ships are floating petri dishes. You are fucking crazy if you go on a cruise ship. They are nightmares. Ironically, you know what actually isn't a nightmare, weirdly, is planes. Planes recycle their air really well or something, but airports are as bad as planes are good. So all you need to do is be rich. Avoid the problem with airports by just being rich and bypassing them altogether. So if you're watching now, just go get rich. You'll be fine. I'm just going to stick to not going to airports. Then I don't even have to be rich, which I'm not.
I'm literally going to an airport on Saturday.
They're petri dishes. Do you wear masks to the airport?
Usually, yeah.
Just wear a mask. Like, it's fucking crazy. I know right-wing people are assholes and think they're just going to shame people in public. But legitimately, what is the downside, especially when going to a place like an airport that are extra petri dish and you're traveling? Yeah. The thing you want the fucking least is to be sick on vacation. And yet everybody I know who flies and goes on vacation has multiple... I would have had a good time, but I got there and I was sick right away. You know when they got fucking sick? At the goddamn airport. You got sick at the fucking airport because you're too fucking proud to put a little fucking cloth over your mouth. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. You don't even have to really do it on the plane. You should if you're like in close contact with people. But legitimately, if you do it through the airport, you will plummet your chances. Airports are disgusting. They're disgusting. By the way, for people wondering about my go get rich advice, one of the easiest ways, barbecue sauce. Eat somebody who is rich with barbecue sauce. Okay. And then it's easy.
Wait, so this is airborne, yes?
It can be kind of, but not easily. It's more like it can get pushed into the air. Like I assume they're pressure washing the rat shit on the cruise because it comes from rats. And that's creating a sort of like aerosol situation.
Ew, it's so gross.
Yeah, you usually get infected by inhaling dust or aerosols contaminated with urine, droppings, or nesting materials from infected rodents, especially when those materials are stirred up during cleaning in poorly ventilated spaces. Less common routes include getting contaminated materials in the eyes, nose, mouth, and or an open cut, eating food contaminated by rodents, or rarely bitten by an infected rodent.
So, okay, so now where do we go from here? Because there are, I think, 2 people who died?
3.
3 people who died.
Which implies at least 10 people infected because it has like a 30 to 40% mortality rate.
Right. And I think the incubation period is quite long, right?
Yeah, and we just die is what's going to happen. That's the solution. I mean, what are you asking?
And so now the boat is still like off the coast of Africa?
Oh, you're saying you should trump the boat like we did with Venezuela? I think I'm on board.
No, we're not trumping the boat.
Look, guys, they're plenty kind people, but we're killing innocent people every day. We could at least stop the spread of the Hantavirus.
Trumping the boat, using it as a verb is funny.
Trump the boat! No, I'm not.
No, we're not going to trump the boat. We're not going to trump the boat, but are they going to have
I'm
to...
kidding. That was a wink for those listening.
Are we going to keep that boat isolated for 8 weeks? Because that's what we should do.
So the thing is that it is extremely hard to get Hantavirus from another person. And so they're trying to figure out, this is called the Andes strain, Andes. It might be Andes, might be Andes. I don't know how you say it, but I don't know how you say Hantavirus technically. Again, I've only been reading about it. I've not listened to a single person say the word out loud, and I don't know that they know how to say it. Jake Tapper says shit wrong all the time, like when he shits all over Hassan. Hassan's not even like, there's plenty to criticize Hassan about. How is Jake Tapper making it his fucking thing to go after Hassan? Shut the fuck up with Hassan, Jake Tapper. Fuck you in your fucking face. Anyway, I hate when people make me defend somebody who I have zero loyalty to. Hassan's like fine at best. Right? Like I would completely do his platform and run his platform and spend his money differently. And he would say, I'm sure hearing me say that, like, yeah, and then what? I'd be as successful as you. And you know what? That would be a fair criticism because he is much more successful than I am. Okay. So whatever.
People have pretty it's rare that you find someone who's like not able to critique Hassan. I think people are like pretty.
Oh, don't go to the
Like,
subreddit.
oh,
Subreddit's
okay.
crazy. The
Because I
Hassan
feel like
subreddit,
I
I'm
feel like I
there. They
hear.
don't know I'm there. It's fucking crazy over there.
I feel like a lot of the time what I hear about Hassan is kind of what we feel, where like there are some parts of him and his platform that are awesome and we're like aligned with, and then there are other parts of it where like probably would have done or said differently. But
Sure, messaging is bad. Sometimes he'll be reactive. But by the way, some of the ways he's been reactive, his "we deserve 9/11," I could see myself doing the exact same mistake because the way he said it, but he doesn't mean it the way people are reporting
no, yeah,
it. It's literally like, we deserve 9/11 as in we did it to ourselves. We caused 9/11. What we're doing right now in Iran is the next 9/11 preempt. Like, we're doing something that will result in terrorist life taking in a decade, and we'll just be like, and it's their fault, the goddamn Muslims. Anyway, I don't want to talk about Hassan. I want to talk about Jake Dapper's an idiot. Actually, I don't even want to talk about that. I want to talk about Hantavirus.
Hantavirus. Yeah.
30 to 50% fatality rate.
Right.
Fucking crazy.
Which is
person
bad.
To person is actually really hard, and there's basically zero documented human-to-human transmission where we can say definitively that's who get it. We catch it from rodents. We don't catch it from people. Why is that? I don't know. I'm not that good at science.
But is it possible? Is it possible that this strain is passing between the humans, or are all of the people who have been infected by rodents, or do we not know?
Every person who's been infected is presumed to have been infected by the rodents.
Okay.
Because we don't have a single confirmed case of human to human. But
got it.
That's basically built on precedent, so we don't know for sure.
Right.
Technically, it could be different. We won't know for sure until later.
Got it. Hanta. Apparently it's Hanta.
Hantavirus. And yet that person could be fucking with us.
I know.
Right? So how the fuck do we know?
I think someone
else catch it from Ben
it.
Shapiro? That's not the worst thing you have to worry about catching from Ben Shapiro. You might become. I've heard that the more you hang out with Ben Shapiro, the more attracted you become to your own sisters. That's the thing he sheds. That's what he has contagious sister fantasy incest shit.
They look exactly the same. So
okay, I don't like addressing that because I find her to be very attractive. That's the problem? Is that her face somehow makes his face somehow makes
a beautiful woman
on a woman. Legitimately. I'm like, God, she's honestly so very pretty.
I can't unsee the Ben of it all, so I can't appreciate.
I can't either. That's why it bugs me. I'm literally like, Abby's like a fucking like 9.5. Abby's gorgeous. Terrible person. Horrible
That's
human.
Crazy.
Well, I don't look, people are not going to like me just saying this. Since I was very young, it's probably a New York thing. I've always been attracted to well-groomed Jews. Like they're kind of up in that top tier. I'm even like with the eyebrows. I'm like, oh, do not pluck those.
Oh my God. That's
Don't
really
you pluck
funny.
those things. Yeah. Anyway, I've had Jew envy my whole life, and I've thought they're all very pretty. Like a metrosexual Jewish man is a very attractive man to me. I'm attracted to a lot of people. I'm just saying that's one of the categories. Sure. Anyway, anyway, Abby is very, very pretty and a horrible, horrible monster. And years ago, I'm very happy in a relationship now. If that wasn't where things were, I would be saying I can fix her.
That's a big task that you're taking on there. I don't know about all that. Anyway, I want to talk about Hantavirus again because
don't let that one live chat. Only one person said it. They could have been guessing.
No, it was more than one. It was
literally somebody else in there saying it's pronounced virus. Okay,
I know. I see that.
Hantavirus. Okay,
Hantavirus. So Hantavirus. So we don't really. At this point, hypothetically, we don't have to worry about human-to-human transmission, but we don't know for sure. So
correct. It's the same strain. It's still believed to be the Andy strain. They've still verified that, and we have no confirmed cases, virtually zero, of any person giving another person Hantavirus.
Mm.
Right, which is the
Okay.
correct pronunciation. Somebody just said,
Okay.
actually, it's Hanta.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
see
like
that.
what Yuka would say.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
pronounced Hanta.
Hanta, Honda. I don't fucking know. You guys are confusing me so much.
Anyway, the world's gone to hell, and now we're gonna all get Hantavirus.
Well, okay, but also the thing that's been annoying me about this, and I've been seeing it a fucking mile away over and over again, is there are people who are making
You know
content on
what? I
social
trust
media.
Quantum. Quantum says I was right the first time.
I
It is
trust
Hanta.
Quantum also. But there are people all over my social media that are like freaking out about this. There was one girl that I saw who was like, "You guys are not taking this seriously enough," and I was like, "Jesus fuck!" I was like, "I don't trust." It's so frustrating because I
That's crazy.
I
You guys
watched
know
her
there's
have
still
like
Ebola and AIDS, and way more people have those than Hantavirus.
right, but it's also like the way that people are so alarmist on social media and then it just spreads like fucking wildfire is so alarming. It's so scary. And so this woman is this like girl, I don't know, she's like a young adult, I guess. She was freaking the fuck out and that video had like hundreds of thousands of likes on it. And I was like, likes. So I'm sure it had over 1 million views. And she was freaking out that no one else is taking this seriously enough and like basically this is COVID again. And I was like,
I can almost empathize. I'm not gonna say what she did was right. I can empathize with the tendency toward that because God, COVID fucked us all up.
Totally.
And there's a paranoia certainly after. And Donald Trump's the president again, so we don't trust him to stop it. He literally was promising us that he was stopping it last time, and then what happened? Fucking nothing. Fucking nothing.
Fucking nothing.
Fucking
yeah,
nothing.
so I don't know. But then I also like I saw that there were some people who were leaving the cruise ship who were like they were not supposed to be. And there are people who are getting off of the cruise ship and taking flights and stuff.
We definitely should not promote that, and we should say that was the wrong thing to do. But again, people, if you're afraid, there is 0 documented cases of person-to-person transfer. So far, it can mutate, and every person's a new opportunity at mutation.
Yeah, and I mean, but it's also frustrating to hear that that was happening because we just did COVID. We literally just went through the height of it, and obviously it still exists. But to go through that and still not be able to hold it the fuck together and have a group mentality for one moment in our fucking lives is unbelievable. Like if the authorities are telling you just stay on the boat, I know it sucks, but we're gonna find a solution. We're gonna keep you guys as safe as we can. But we cannot have you infecting potentially, probably not, but potentially infecting other people.
But then
and these people find a way to get off.
I had
Literally. If in the event that we had another,
I'm going to miss Weezer.
No Doubt is playing their last show at the Sphere. I'm going.
Owl City is doing an underground living room concert for my friends.
Pizza Underground is doing a revival in Lower Manhattan.
Flash news as we go to ad break. I'm like 99% sure that Greta Van Fleet broke up. Sorry, guys.
Oh no.
We'll be right back. We got to do a thing, but I know what the thing we're going to do. I got it. I got this one. Sometimes things come along in your life that you're responsible for, and it's so stressful, you have a hard time keeping food down, and you dry heave a lot. Well, such thing has happened. Hey, guys, would you do us a favor and show up next week, Saturday on the, is that the 16th? On the 16th of May on the line. We'll probably be simul-streaming other places. We are doing a fundraiser for the Recovering from Religion organization. They are the best, and I have been tasked with raising them $100,000. It's hard to say that without gagging. We need to raise $100,000. You can find the event on the line right now. You can go click set reminder. You can share it out, and you can tell creators that you think would be a good addition to that they should reach out to us. And actually, if on their channel they're able to contribute $5,000, raise $5,000, we'll even feature them on a future episode of The Line. with obviously limitations, no transphobes or douchebags, but as long as their values align with ours, I will co-host them. So reach out to them, tell them they should do it. Tell them they should get on it and help RFR. There's no downside to helping RFR. There's only upside. Recovering from a religion is like the most goodness sakes wonderful organization that has a 24/7 crisis line for people who are deconstructing and having a hard time to call, have someone to listen to, and get a little bit of guidance on where to go next. They'll help connect you with therapists, secular therapists, people that they have vetted. They have retreats. They have these online meetings in an online community. Holy crap, recovering from religion. They're the guys. They're the people. Would you do it? Would you do it? Because this is the only ad I bet you've ever heard with the phrase holy crap in it. I challenge you to find another ad where somebody says holy crap. And when you do, you tell me about it and I'll tell you what sex is like, because that is way too boring of a life. What the fuck are you doing with it? Okay, bye. That was the ad. Bye. Pop right back in.
Yeah, girl.
But you never heard an ad that also said, I'll tell you what sex is like. I mean, guys, that thing is setting trends. Okay. That ad is breaking glass ceilings.
Love it.
All right. I've got itches in unfortunate places right now that I can't really go after. I need a bottle of water before we proceed, actually.
Okay.
If I do that. We'll be right back, guys.
Okay. Well, before, when we were talking about bands, I mentioned the Pizza Underground, and I was honestly kind of testing to see if anyone would have a reaction to that. And no one did, which tells me that no one knows what the Pizza Underground is. And I need someone to Google it, because it's like one of the silliest things that's ever happened, in my opinion. And I don't believe that the Hantavirus, whatever, is going to be another pandemic, but it is like crazy to see people be requested to stay on the boat and just get off of it, like find a way off of it. Like, we cannot figure this the fuck out. We better hope to God. Well, there's no God, but we better hope that there's no pandemic that's like actually ever coming our way ever again, because we are so fucked. We learned nothing. So anyway, I hope that that's not the case. Yeah, okay. So in the chat now, we're talking about this. The Pizza Underground was a parody rock band that Macaulay Culkin started as like a joke in New York City, and then they started at like selling out their shows, and yeah, so Puriform is putting it in the chat. Thanks, y'all. Yeah, so it's funny, and I still like can't believe that actually happened in real life, and I hope that they do a revival sometime, because I think that that's really silly and fun. And also someone in the chat talked about Bonnie being fat, which was not nice. They said something like Bonnie needs to, or no, they didn't say Bonnie. They don't know Bonnie like that. They said that dog needs to lose a couple pounds. Excuse me. She is not even 8 pounds. So rude.
What happened?
We were talking about the Pizza Underground, and then how someone in the chat said that Bonnie looked fat, and I was like, that's mean, because she's not.
Hey, person in the chat, shut up. All right, let's do this.
Shut up.
We're back, everybody. It's still Thursday. Probably not when you're listening to this, if you're listening to it later, but if you were watching live, did you know you could have been doing that? Watching it live on YouTube, or with a bonus show live over on patreon.com with the more exclusive, more monitored live chat that hasn't been active for 17 minutes for some reason. Guys, say hello in the live chat on Patreon. That hurts my feeling. Woo! Melissa said hi. All right, everybody. I forgot to turn that off loop.
Ooh.
I hate the idea. I wish I could hit a loop button next to the individual media files we're playing, because I never need intro to loop. But if I turn on loop, now the whole thing is on loop. And so if I forget to turn it off, you're damn right, Jeff. Classic loop fail indeed. By the way, one thing I've noticed y'all, because I've had to do the monitor. People who watch on Patreon literally get it on a delay way shorter than YouTube. Like I can say a very short sentence and it's already started playing on repeat. Y'all, the latency over there, it's basically
it's
instant.
crazy.
It's like Zoom level. Like you and I bet have the same amount or less more latency than here to YouTube goes. It's weird.
Wait. This is someone said to go to furniture.porn.com. I don't know if I could say that word or not. And it's like the craziest old looking website, and it's chair on chair action, and it's a hot spread. Check out Charlie's Angels from the set of the hit movie. Oh my god, this so funny.
It really is old and ugly. It had to have been maybe
great.
Was it made recently by AI?
I don't know, but this is hilarious.
Multiple layers of having to agree to enter. It's crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Everybody, here we are. We're back. Here we are again on our own. The U.S. says it's targeted Iranian military facilities after responding to attacks on Navy ships. BBC and other outlets report the confrontation followed attacks on 3 U.S. Navy ships in the Strait of Hormuz. U.S. officials described the response as defensive, but here's the deal. I'll just put it straight out. It didn't seem that defensive. In fact, it seems like we're about to. It follows the pattern of what precedes wider war shit. And so while yesterday Donald Trump was saying, wow, 24 hours of very great talks, which we've heard before, like once every other week, we are on the cusp of a great agreement. It's looking more and more like we're going to war with Iran. Even more than we already did. Yeah. So it sucks. And I don't like it. And I don't like Donald Trump being the president. And I wish cholesterol would do its thing, you know? You know what I mean? I know. Do you know what I'm saying? Him and Rudy
I know exactly.
Onto the Rainbow Road.
Yeah.
And then they find the trap door and then they end up in the fire lake.
Yes, I do know exactly what you mean. And but this is what, like, we touched on this briefly when Hassan like misspoke and said that we deserved 9/11. It's like that obviously is not what he intended. I mean, I hope not what he intended to say.
Let's say he intended it. I don't care.
Whatever. but this is how it starts. You agitate a situation that did not need. You poked a bear that was sleeping, and then you just kept instead of in any way, shape, or form trying to create a solution, you just steamroll over the whole fucking thing, and then a couple of years from now, we're gonna have some other shit blown up.
Yeah, and basically we're doing dicks, guys, right now. We're doing, hey, here's our dick. And they're going, yeah, but our dick's better. Nobody's actually showing their dick. They're like, they put like pennies in their pocket and they're like pressing up against it. Like, yeah, but look at my dick. It's even better. Like, grab me a sock. So right now we're swinging dicks back and forth, which is fucking awesome when it's literally like the cusp of a world war. Like, it's cool. It's cool, guys. And by the way, you still can't have healthcare. We're spending billions on this, but no, you can't have healthcare. Wait, were you guys wanting healthcare? Shut the fuck up about the healthcare in this economy. Fuck you, you can't have healthcare.
Have you seen, since you were talking about like a dick measuring contest, there's a way, I can't hold on. Okay, so there's a thing that has been going on right now. And I don't think we've talked about this yet. Have you heard about catching print?
Catching print?
Yes.
How recently was this a thing?
Again, the past couple of weeks.
By the way, have you finished $1 Million Secret yet?
I haven't even started it.
Oh, I thought you were my friend who was watching it. Okay, never mind.
No.
I wasn't going to tell you who, but I really fucking hate who won. Anyway, go on.
Okay, so catching print is a thing that's been going around now, and you basically are looking for the outline of someone's pee-pee in their pants.
Oh, word.
And there's someone on TikTok who like did in-depth videos of how to catch print on male celebrities. And it's so crazy. And it's in
You know what?
like,
I'm wearing good catch print shorts right now, I'll tell you, or pants right now.
So wait,
I kind of like
there's
wearing things like that around my partner because I think sometimes I think she appreciates
gets
a
it going.
bulge. Yeah.
Okay, but there are different types. So
Okay.
like type A
Yes.
it says the bulge peaks in the middle or above the inseam.
Okay.
Type B, bulge peaks at the middle or lower of inseam. And
Yeah, we're
type
doing cup
D,
sizes.
yeah, literally.
These are cups.
Type D is flat or wrapped and banana shaped.
Okay. Oh,
And
showers. Those guys are showers, not growers.
Right.
Oof.
Right.
Yeah.
So anyway, this has been a thing now, and it's really weird. And I think I don't know what else to say. But when you said that you were talking about pennies in the pocket, I was like, you need to know about catching print because this is a thing.
Well, is there an agreed upon best one?
I think there probably is, but if I'm honest, I think the whole thing is a little weird and objectifying, and I didn't really like.
Does
I know
some
that
part
it
of you want to go like, "How's it feel, boys? Fuck off." You guys,
I mean, yeah, kind
literally,
of.
if I post a photo and it was cold, you're gonna talk about my nipples in my t-shirt. How's it fucking feel that now we're judging your bulges? How's it fucking feel that you male pattern ugly fucking dicks will get on and be like, "Oh my God, Selena Gomez clearly was eating too much before the season of blah, blah, blah." Like the ugliest, douchiest males will get on and be shit talking like normal human amounts of weight gain. Not that they should be shit talking any of it. Normal human level still. I liked Miley back when she looked like she might die.
Right. Yeah, I know. I mean, part of it is sort of like satisfying, but and ultimately it's like, you know,
equality.
Men are not in as much of a physical threat from the women around them, so like the risk is always going to be drastically lower for men than it would be for women in a similar situation. Like when women are getting objectified,
guns, all women guns. Here's the thing. When women are being objectified, so why don't we just make women worse?
Right.
Guns, and we give them guns.
Right. Yeah, like when women are objectified, they're scared they're going to get murdered, and when men are objectified,
they're stoked often.
Well, I think they're like offended, but I don't think they fear for their lives.
It's not invalid for a lot of men to feel offended by it. And so if you are the guy who, but I would say the majority of men, the reason why they are such dicks about it is they go, if I was getting treated this way, I would love it. It would be a compliment. And so they're framing because, like you're pointing out, it's a totally different world. It's a world where the more physically dominant sex people who are also tend to be more violent and narcissistic and all this kind of shit, they're objectifying and getting offended if we try to put up any barrier that describes that we're not interested, and will potentially do violence in response to, like, if every time somebody hit on you, you legitimately had to wonder if violence was coming your way, you wouldn't like it so much. It wouldn't be so appealing. And so it's obvious. And so most men have that attitude of like, I mean, it's where some of these other dumb things happen too, where they're like, yeah, when a girl bangs their teacher, that's gross. But when a guy bangs their teacher, he's a legend, kind of shit.
Right.
Like the whole fucking, our entire male culture is fucking dog shit nonsense. And we should honestly pack it in and stop. Okay, guys, it's time to stop being male.
Maybe we should take
no more males.
Maybe the Hantavirus would be kind of nice
for males. We're gonna do that book. And there was a book and a TV show. TV show was short lived, but it was called anyway. Some sort of virus hits the whole world, and everyone with a Y chromosome dies. It was interesting.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a world without men. I just want like the shitty ones.
And you certainly wouldn't want it to have instantly. Like, I mean, there still is largely because of patriarchy, a distribution of very important things that are mostly male. So like,
Yeah.
most of the nuclear reactors would melt down because women aren't even allowed to be nuclear scientists as often as men. They're not as welcome or as encouraged to be that.
Like men. Like I like men, and I like
now
so.
That part's easy enough to get over. I like dogs, but I'd be happy with a cat. I have a cat and a dog, but if I had to have just one, both are fine. I'd miss not having one, but the other one would be fine.
Yeah, I guess.
You'd get over it.
I guess.
You know how men are from Mars? Send all men to Mars.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Just see what happens.
I'm just saying it'd be fine. And no, I'm not saying wait until like it's like habitable. How do you say that right? I'm saying send them now when they couldn't survive.
It's terrible.
It's been enough men, guys. Like
we've
pack
had
it
enough.
In. We're done.
It's enough.
And when you pack it in, we're gonna see how well you catch print. You know what I'm saying? Pack it in right, and we'll see how well you catch print.
Maybe what we do is we use the catching print method to figure out who goes and who stays.
Yeah. No, I think I gotta think. It seems to me that the people who have the most impressive wieners tend to kind of be dog shit people.
They're the worst. I also, and here's the thing.
There's just a lot of mine is just mildly impressive, and so am I as a person. Okay, the people with the most impressive.
The catching print thing, I'm also realizing is kind of
hilarious.
It's kind of interesting because it reminds me of like when these weird alpha male fucking weirdos, when they say stuff about like, well, if I'm going to procreate with someone else, I want their bodies to be perfect because that's how I know that I'm going to get. Okay, great. So we're going to be looking for your dick print now. Yeah. And I don't want to procreate with you if I can't tell what the situation is. I want to pass along my son.
I want to pass a good cock to my son, you know?
Yeah, right.
Stop relying on the mothers to pass along the good cock genes, okay?
Right, exactly. So, and I want my life partner, like they'll also, I've heard them say shit about how like they want their life partner to be someone who goes to the gym so that they stay fit even after they have kids and all this kind of stuff. It's like, okay, well, I want my partner to be able to, I want to be able to catch print on my partner and have it be exactly the type that I want. How about that? You want to talk about women's bodies all the time?
Obviously, guys, we're joking. So I just want to make it so clear. All men are terrible. All of them. We don't need any. No. I apologize to no one. I stick by it.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, did you see that in fun science news, lightning is in the news? Lightning, a thing which I believe we still have not explained fully, like how it works or like fully understood. Anyway, the British Columbia is investing. It's so funny when you hear somebody's investing $1 million, and from the perspective of like even a town, you're like, oh, so they're not really investing any money. Like I'm in a town that just did like a referendum to find out if we should spend $200 million on like fixing a couple roads. Something crazy like that. Maybe adding a lane. I don't know. And I live in a little town, guys. Hopefully you can't find me with that information. Anyway, I used to live in a town. The town I lived in before this town in Texas, I literally lived there when it got its first like street like what's it called? The traffic light, like a red first one that town ever got. And holy shit, we'd needed it so long. Anyway, British Columbia is investing $1 million in a local technology project aimed at reducing lightning caused wildfires as climate driven fire risk keeps getting worse. Funding is meant to support technology to reduce lightning ignited fires rather than just response. And I'm not fully understanding. I feel like the impression I was getting when I was reading it before, this was like the last thing I was reading before we got started quickly, and I didn't get it all. I think they're trying to stop lightning.
How do you do that?
Are they reducing lightnings? I'm going to look it up. Are they reducing lightning strikes somehow? I don't know. It might, but at $1 million, it's probably more just we're hired a guy to go see if they could figure out. We're gonna go give a guy from a university $1 million to figure out how to reduce the number of lightnings.
Oh, someone said, are they just gonna put lightning rods all over the place?
Boy,
That's
I
a good
hope so.
idea.
Is it? I don't know how good lightning rods are.
Well,
you ever seen a thing you know is a lightning rod? I have, and I've never seen lightning hit them once. Have you ever seen lightning hit a lightning rod?
I don't think I've ever seen a lightning rod in real life.
So they're trying to work with this company called Skyward, which calls itself the first lightning prevention company, and says it can safely neutralize the electrical potential in clouds. But my question is, that energy has to go somewhere. I gotta know a lot more, guys. So all I've done is, as a person bringing you the news, is tell you just enough to be pissed off that I don't have any answers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I kind of feel like a dick. Like, I do not have good answers. But apparently you can do aerial interventions that release lightning reduction material. This sounds like a scam. Is it essential oils? Are they going to release lavender oil?
It's doTERRA essential oils in an MLM format.
Brought to you by doTERRA. By the way, it will reduce lightning, cure cancer. It will make you virile again. It'll cure paralysis.
Also, it'll help your gut health, which is very important.
And improve how you catch print. It actually prints, it enlarges your print catch.
It enlarges the print.
Enlarges the print. Knows. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I know that, okay, someone said it returns to the ground, silly. I'm not talking about lightning rods. I know where lightning rod electricity goes. They're saying they can put something in the clouds which reduces the energy potential. Okay. The energy's still there. It's not destroyed. So it's been, scattered. It makes the clouds spread out more. So there's still lightning strikes, but they're less powerful. What do they actually do? Now, I will tell you this. When I lived in that place that I told you about with the first light, I saw for the first time in my life, lightning hit something. I've seen lightning strikes, right? We've all seen bolts. But I was out looking out back, looking at the storm, literally had food on the grill and went inside and let it burn because we were having lightning strikes. We had it was something like 50 lightning strikes within a mile of me in 10 minutes.
Oh my God, that's really scary.
Pew, pew. They're out my back door. If you were on the porch, you could see over a field that I think they grew corn there, but there wasn't corn there. And I literally saw lightning hit the ground and create sparks of, not quite sparks because they would have been big, it lit stuff on fire or into plasma.
Oh my God.
And it was the first time I'd ever seen it in my life, seeing the actual contact point of the end of some lightning.
Wow.
It was super cool. I was so fucking scared.
That's
I was
crazy.
literally holy
oh my God.
shit, this is gonna hit my house. It's gonna hit legitimately it was 50 strikes within a mile, but I'm talking at least 10 of those were within I don't know, 1,000 meters of my house. Close.
I would be standing in the middle of my house, not touching a single thing that is even close to metal. Just waiting for it to be over.
I was more worried about, it was summertime. I was more worried lightning hits the house and now I have no AC. That was the number one thing I was worried about. It was crazy, guys.
Yeah, that is crazy.
It was crazy. It was, but anyway, now it's one of those canon memories where I'm just I say for the rest of my life, but I'm getting old. So that's 6 weeks. Anyway, for the rest of my life, I think I'll think about that. That'll be one of those memories I think back to a lot.
I love thunder and lightning so much. It's so relaxing. And we never really get thunder and lightning storms for very long. They're just so short and it makes me so sad.
Yes.
I like them.
Yes. We get a lot of them in Texas. In fact, we could probably figure out a stormy time for you to come visit. If you wanted to see some of them stormies.
I do. I love a storm. Although I would have to be traveling.
We haven't been trying to get you to come visit for a couple years, and this is going to be the thing that makes you actually do it.
I know.
We've set up lodging for you. We've been guys, we're ready. We will lodge you.
I know.
We're ready for you. And you're just maybe. I got a nap. I think I'd rather take a nap. And then you're now I have to take 2 weeks off from the podcast for other people's bullshit.
No, and I do have to take 2 weeks off for other people's fucking bullshit, and I'm so
It's
over
not
it
even for
already.
your marriage. You got married and you took off no time for you to get married, and you're taking off time for other people's bullshit.
That's so true and so funny. I literally I'm like starting to get better with my budgeting stuff, like I said, and so in my budget I have a category that's just called other people's wedding shit. Cause
Yeah.
I can't. It needs its own
Wait, is it
category.
really called that?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I inspired you and then went back in time and called it that. So
No, it's called other people's wedding shit. And it had to have its own hello. It had to have its own category. Oh my God, I'm having a stroke. And it's because when I was putting things into categories and it was like, do you want to put this in travel or entertainment? I'm like, no, because it's not my choice and I don't want to do this. That's not true. It'll be fine. It'll be fun. I'm being a brat, but like, you know, I'm going to spend more on a bachelorette party than I did on my entire wedding.
yeah.
So
yeah. All right. Anyway, moving on, guys. Just so you know, Instagram Meta is ending their end-to-end encryption feature, and their biggest offense is barely any people used it. It should have been on by default. It was an opt-in thing. It should be all of it is end-to-end encrypted by default. Are you guys fucking kidding me with this? Barely anybody's using it. I guarantee you a lot of people who were using Instagram knew it had end-to-end encryption and just assumed it was always enabled.
right.
I am so fucking, and anyway, it's like, well, if barely anybody's using it, why get rid of the feature? How many
Just leave it.
resources are you guys giving up just having that be an option?
Yes.
Oh man. Okay. So guys,
when are they trying to remove it?
When?
Yeah.
Did you say when or why?
When, but I would like to know both.
I have the date somewhere. Let me look. It looks like by May 8th, which is tomorrow, it'll be discontinued May 8th, Friday. Guys, they're going to be scraping your fucking DMs to serve you more ads. That's what it is.
No.
That's what it is. More of those ads that are going to be weird. We're going to be like, how am I getting an ad on a totally different service over fucking here? It's ads. And they're going to be scraping it because one day Meta's going to come to you. I'm predicting it now. And I say a lot of bleak doomer shit. This might be the bleakest. You're going to get this message from Meta one day. Hey, Alyssa, you work so hard. That's a lot for one Alyssa to do. What if you could have another one?
Oh no.
What if with all the data that we have now on you, we could create a virtual clone of you that your friends won't even know isn't you? They can text for you. They can make calls for you. They can do work for you. What if Alyssa 1 and Alyssa 2, they get a little tired? For $9.99 a month, we'll give you Alyssa 3. For $14.99 a month, you got 4 Alyssas.
Wow.
We can dedicate one Alyssa just to making Kevin be all on his toes all the time. He's going to be like, did I do something? And then Alyssa AI will respond, if you don't know if you did something, in a way, that's what you did.
Sure.
Alyssa, you're exhausted. Kick your feet up. We're going to sell you your own virtual clone. Don't worry. We got you from your DMs. We've consumed all the content you made.
This is so frightening.
And right now, we've already cloned you into a robot that a certain number of engineers have done disgusting things to.
No.
For $12.99, we'll ask them to stop.
For
For $29.99, we'll make them stop.
Oh my God.
That's a month. And it's on a contract.
Okay.
You work so hard.
That's a month.
You work so hard, Alyssa.
That is the scariest thing I've ever heard in my life.
It's gonna happen. I'm dead
that.
ass. They are literally gonna be scraping the data that you guys are scraping has not just been for ads. Your virtual clones. The sad part that'll be like if they think you wanted his help. One day I'm like, there's such dystopian things that some of the things I think of are on the higher conspiracy level. that I'm like,
But you
that's
don't
not going
sound
to
crazy
happen.
anymore.
And yet I'm not going to rule it out. That you're like, imagine me, I'm like working at like a fast food restaurant and they're like, hey, we got to let you go. Look, it's about money. You're X number of dollars a year. For less than that, we hired a robot that can do your job. And you're like, well,
Yeah.
that's the economy, baby. I guess that I can't beat that. What do I do about that? And then you start to walk out and the little robot cart like shows up. It kind of looks like a hearse because they lay him down. Little robot cart comes up, backs up, little thing comes out, little coffin, then it goes upright and it opens up. They didn't just replace you with a robot. It's you. A thing that's clearly you. It's got your beard, but maybe it's got like translucent robot skin. So it's clearly a robot, but it's literally just like, and then you're like, did you guys clone me? And then it comes out and like with your voice and mannerisms, like, I don't know what you mean. I'm nothing like you, but I do a great Trump impression. Do you guys want to hear my impressions? It's a little less impressive when a robot does it because they could just play his voice, but it's still impressive. Thank you so much. Billy Sipes says, I didn't think I would pop in and hear Tiffany Snow ASMR aimed at Alyssa. Good Lord. I hope I gave everybody goosebumps on that. I am so fucking absolutely disturbed by the fact that like all this data we've given and we basically just did it. We basically were like, you know what? I like being served better ads. If I'm going to see ads, I like being served ads that I might want to buy. I like getting social media for free. So you know what? Fine. And they harvested our data. And then those same companies are the ones building AI. Those same companies are the ones building human replacements. They have harvested the data and they have profiles on you. Did you guys know they did studies and show, or not studies, but like where they just go and investigate these companies. Their algorithms will anticipate pregnancy before people know they're pregnant. And they will start saying, like, based on these different trends and things that you're doing, they'll start sending you. People have found out they were pregnant because they didn't know why they were getting pregnancy test ads.
What?
Because they can tell changes in patterns and shopping patterns and all kinds of things. It knows things about you that are fucking gross.
You've been buying a lot of pickles.
Yeah, the pickle thing, pickles and ice cream. Those don't go to no, mama. By the way, we still have to talk about mama. Okay, that's the Instagram story.
Oh, is that what you were talking about?
My partner, mama. In a group chat the other day.
Yeah.
That's the craziest fucking slang that I would like not to catch on. First of all, daddy is only for people in private anyway.
Oh, this is already, I'm not the one who started mama. Are you kidding me?
I just am asking you to stop it. You may not have started it, but I'd like you to stop it.
I like it sometimes. I go, thank you, mama.
Okay, I think if you said it with that voice in the appropriate context.
That's how I'm saying it.
You can't say it in a text. There's no right way to say it in a text.
Well, because I just assume that everyone knows how I'm saying it.
Okay, imagine I wrote back to you, AAYYY mommy, right? You'd be like,
mommy is different.
I don't. And mommy is different. When I say it out loud, I go, I'm mommy. Clearly different. Clearly Spanish. Now it's not the same thing. And when you write, thank you, mama, that's what I heard. I heard in my head, thank you, mama. What the fuck? Not okay. I love mama. We're not having kids. We don't want to talk about having kids. Okay. You're getting married and now you're trying to get her pregnant. Okay. It's crazy.
Chat is with me. Okay.
I don't care. Chat's wrong.
I call my dog Papa all the time.
I'm an atheist leftist. I'm used to most of the population being wrong and me being right. Mama is fucking crazy. Keep it out of your mouths, people.
I like it. I like it.
And if you're going to say it, you have to say it. You have to say it with a tone of voice. You have to, it has to be clear. It has to be clear. Savannah, don't you turn on me. Aren't you and I buds? Are you the Savannah? I think you are. I don't even think you are. Maybe you are. I don't know. I don't know if you're my Savannah. Anyway. Only out loud where it's clear. Thank you, mama. That's cute. That's fine.
Yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
How would I have known that? How would I have known that?
Because I am cute and say things that are cute and nice.
Thank you, mama. It's what I heard. Thank you, mama.
well.
Honestly, I was like,
I responded later.
Are you bullying her? Are we not like responding nice enough?
No,
like, I never
like
know how to respond to good news.
It's an
I'm terrible at it.
It's an affectionate like, it's like, you know.
So is Buddy.
Like sometimes,
do Buddy next
sometimes
time.
I call people. No, Buddy is not personal enough. I call my friends like baby girl all the time.
Baby girl would have been fine.
You know, to me, they're like, that's in the same category
you said,
to me.
Leave Jimmy and run away with me, then thank you, mama.
See, and here's the thing. You have a distinct lack of Puerto Rican women in your life that I have an abundance of. And I think
dated
that
Puerto
is also
Ricans.
making
They
a difference.
say mommy with a Spanish accent. They don't, I don't know what you're talking. I lived in Florida. You think I haven't met enough Puerto Ricans? How dare you?
Listen, I'm telling you. Maybe it's an East Coast thing then.
I assumed. Or New York literally, when she said it, I was like, did she pick this up on the West Coast or is this East Coast shit?
Yeah, you said that. That's what you said something about like, is this an East Coast thing or a West Coast thing? And then I was like, what are you talking about? I had no idea what you were talking about.
Man. Okay, let's go to an ad break.
You've unfortunately set yourself up to be called only Mama from now on.
Oh, I don't care if you call me Mama. That's hilarious.
Okay, I love it.
Like, in what way would me being called Mama not just seem silly and fun?
I know.
Like, I'm literally the mom of the line.
Oh yeah, also the queer community. Duh.
What
they
about
call each other Mama all the time. Listen.
What?
I think you got to be up on your lexicon. There's something you're missing, bro.
I make the lexicon. I created Mr. Puppy. You know, some people think Sky Daddy was my thing. I'm accredited for the popularization of Sky Daddy.
I learned Sky Daddy from you. In my mind, that is you.
That's canon, guys. I didn't invent it, but I brought it to a store near you. We'll be right back. Thank you, Comrade Toots. I got one agreeer. They're like, bro, what is this? I don't know. Anyway.
Oh my god. Do you know that
Did Savannah say if she was the friend Sharona or friend like creator friend? Savannah, no, but I'll take it. Oh, all right. Well, we're still buds. Just don't call my partner Mama.
Fine, I'll reserve it only for you. Do you know that you're still
but you're gonna call me Mama June or something else where I'm gonna be like, no, I'm dysmorphic.
No. I would never call you Mama June. Mama June like lost a ton of weight. Do you know that?
Yeah. And I think got teeth.
Yeah, I think so too. Happy for her. Anyway, do you know that you're still James in my phone?
That's funny. You used to call me James sometimes.
Yeah. I still, when I like send you mail, most of the time I send it to James.
Not last
I don't even remember where that started, honestly, but makes me giggle.
The shirts are still here because I still can't wear them yet.
Are they too big or too small?
Too small.
No way.
By one side. They weren't too small like 6 months ago, but then I put a little bit of the weight back on. Not much, but some. Now I'm back to a cozy XL. The thing is I probably look normal in those, like a guy who's got some extra weight. They probably are fine, but tight fitting clothes makes me feel ginormous.
Yeah, freak out. Yeah.
We can't all look good in a tube top, or is that a dress? What are you wearing?
It is a tube top and pants.
I feel you're very paranoid.
OOTD. Tube top pants.
Yeah. Is it slippery?
Is what slippery?
I kind of want somebody to comment how many times you've done this. And so I keep going like, I would not wear something where I have to do that often. What if I have to adjust to not show print every 10 minutes? I wouldn't wear those pants.
Yeah, it is kind of slippery, which is annoying because it also has
or like the channel deleted.
Oh no, I would never. It has like a silicone band around the top.
Yeah.
Thanks, Savannah. It has a silicone band around the top, which is supposed to help it stay up, and it just like doesn't. So
yeah.
Listen.
God, I'm so glad I don't have to wear girl clothes.
It is honestly such a fucking burden, I gotta tell you.
Oh yeah, legitimately. Like there are fucking Christ.
But I like in my day-to-day life, I had to like film a whole bunch of crap today, so that's why I'm wearing like an actual outfit. In my day-to-day life, Adam Sandler. Like I'm rolling up in the Adam Sandler fit only.
Yeah. Makeup is the thing where I'm literally like, if one day I wake up with dysphoria, I'm just gonna have to suffer through it. I couldn't do. Obviously, it doesn't happen that easily, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't present socially. I couldn't wear makeup.
Like you
every
couldn't
day.
do makeup. Oh.
I feel trapped in my own face. Whenever I've worn makeup, I literally feel like closed in. It makes me feel so claustrophobic and just disgusting.
You would like, I mean, if you really wanted to, you would get used to it. But you also, there are people who have,
I don't
like,
think
who don't wear makeup.
Day, sometimes people say things and I'm like, you constantly forget I'm autistic, don't you?
No, but there are some people who don't wear makeup.
Certain things,
right? But there are some girls who don't wear makeup, and I think because they have never worn it, like no one thinks about it.
Oh yeah.
But like if because I wear makeup most days, if I don't wear it, people are like, "Are you sick? Are you okay?"
But
and
I
I'm
never
like,
say that.
Hell.
Because I prefer
No.
The thing is other people's makeup also make me feel claustrophobic. So I love when a person comes with a no makeup look. I'm literally like, I don't feel like I might die. So you're technically prettier to me. Like it's
That's nice.
Are
we in an ad break right now?
Yeah. The people who try to virtue signal that are just like, you're prettier without your makeup on because they're trying to like be the man of your dreams. That I find dumb, but I do find makeup pretty repulsive. Also, being a photographer for so long, before all of this, I can also, there's a level of, I already know what you look like without it, so just don't bother.
Oh, I was thinking about you this weekend because when we were getting our pictures taken and the friend that took like the nice ones, when she was we also had like, we didn't know she was going to be.
Her and me.
I've never really seen your pictures.
I sent you the ones we took this last weekend, remember?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but those are so different. This girl also is
I sent you straight out of the camera. No edits.
I know, they were really good. Oh, wow. Those
Y'all
weren't
never
edited
see
at all?
them, though. They're kind of...
They're really good, though. The girl
I
who
will
took
edit.
the pictures...
I sent you raws.
Yeah, the raw. The girl who took the pictures is a friend of ours who is Ariana Grande's photographer. So she's done like all of her album art and all like anytime you see Ariana Grande post anything, she'll tag Katya, our friend, which is cool. And in our head, like we had talked about it earlier, we were like, I wonder if Katya would ever take like pictures for us. But we were like, she's busy. This girl's traveling with her on tour and whatever. So that weekend, she went to Vegas to visit her family, and she like posted in her close friend story that she was in Vegas, and Kevin responded to her and was like, no fucking way. And anyway, so that's how that happened. But when she was taking the pictures, she was just following the person who like we paid at the venue to take pictures. So I honestly was not anticipating them being as good as they are, just because we were just like quickly, right? Oh my God. Like we were looking at the pictures and we were like, wow, some people are photographers and some people are taking pictures.
Taking photos,
It was like,
if you know your settings and you know literally like even standing in place and you're holding a camera here.
Yeah.
You can almost every photo, no matter where you are, when you take your initial thing, that's almost certainly not the place you should take the photo from. Right. And sometimes it takes going down 6 inches and tilting up a 1/4 inch, right? Like it's sometimes minuscule, but legitimately our instincts is to do this. This is that's the angle you see the fucking world at all the time. Why would anyone care about that angle? No one cares about it. Anyway, did you see in live chat that there's somebody in there called Dueling Banjos, and I am about to rage at them with the white logo.
Jimmy's not wearing concealer?
Question mark?
Where would he be wearing concealer? Where?
I just don't go in the sun. Guys, that's how my skin looks like this. I've never been in the sun before. Ever. Once. No, I don't even think as a baby. This is just no sun ever. Okay? You guys know I'm 61, right? Do people know how old I am? I'm 61.
60.
And
I
I've
couldn't
never
tell
been
if
in
you
the
said
sun.
I'm 61 or I'm 6'1".
No, I'm 6'2".
What? Yeah.
When I wake up, I'm 6'1" and 5/8 at bedtime. We actually measured it the
Wow.
other day. I'm 6'2" when I wake
That's
up.
funny.
I'm 6'1" and 5/8 at bedtime. Guys, this is just no sun ever. I'm 61 years old and I look good for it. Okay. Okay. By the way, since I mentioned
That's
it, you've
why
done this 3 more times.
I know, but now
That's it.
I'm noticing
Do you want a
it,
proper
but
shirt? You can go. We've got a break. I can do the
No.
ad.
I'll be honest, it is a comfortable shirt.
Okay.
I don't, it's like too much to like go change
Okay.
it right now.
So is it one of
So
those
much
ones where
work.
it's like it pulls down to the point where I feel the impulse, but it would never go
Yeah,
past
but it's not
the
gonna actually,
point of
yeah,
no return.
yeah. And you
Sorry
wanna
to
know what part of
disappoint you
it?
fucking weirdos.
Sorry. The other part of it too is where the bottom of the screen is, like depending on where I'm in the framing, I don't want it to look like I'm just naked.
Somebody said you've done that before. Do you know that? We've done at least one
I
where you
know.
were cropped.
I
in
know.
Like that.
I know.
I'm trying to sell tickets. Okay. You do you, but I'm trying to sell ticks. Okay. Somebody Quantum wrote, I'm 6 feet and 4 inches. Those are 2 different measurements. That's very funny. And I'm going to steal that.
That's good.
Quantum, I will forget that you are who told it, so you probably won't even get attribution. I'm totally stealing that joke. Like, just full on expect full theft.
Quantum, I'll remember. So if he says it around me,
I'm probably gonna invent a story about when I thought up that joke. That's the level of theft. It's gonna be like, I was having a lemonade on a nice, so slightly too warm spring day in Florida. We'll go Florida.
Okay.
Yeah. Quantum, send me a PayPal request for $3 to buy that joke.
Oh
I'll send you
my God.
$3. All right. We got to make the ad. You ready?
Yes.
Okay. Make it about Patreon. Go.
Go to patreon.com/calltheline. And you can do that so that you can support this podcast. There are so few places in life where you can go to one link and have one membership and support so much content and so many people, so much staff.
30
new
people.
Projects.
It's like 30 people now.
I know, we're a lot of freaking people.
We had Thinker and Ian recently, Sarah,
and they're
great.
Thinker, by the way, on Chewed Gum was bomb. She was awesome. I loved her. Anyway, go to patreon.com/calltheline and you can support all of us. And there are multiple tiers. So you can find a tier that fits your budget and your lifestyle and will still be tremendously helpful to us. So.
And if right now you go to patreon.com/calltheline, I get in a bath, I take a little bottle, I put my bottled bath water, I take it, I bottle it, and I don't send it to you. I keep it to myself because that would be gross and nobody wants it. So go to patreon.com/calltheline, sign up for $5 or more, because if you don't, you might receive some bottled bath water. And guys,
close.
I'm filthy. The thing is, when you have this much hair on your body, and I have a lot of it, you can never be like, it catches stuff, okay? Hair is a bit of a filter system. It's a bit of a catch system, okay? Sometimes you're pulling peanut butter out of a carpet. I have a bidet, so it's not too bad anymore. But growing up, bidets weren't a thing. I gotta tell you.
This has really gone off the rails.
Patreon.com/calltheline. There's not a train. There's no rails. It's just a Patreon. Patreon.com/calltheline. Peanut butter and carpets.
Okay. Right.
That was supposed to be silence.
One of the comments is, what is even happening right now? I don't know.
Guys, we have to, when we cut it up and then we redistribute it as a podcast, we have to have the ads in there. All right, let's get back to the show.
Okay.
We're back for the final segment. We're going to be talking about Joe Rogan in a minute. That's going to be the one that's kind of like messed up, but I don't know why I want to talk about this. Which famous people have joined OnlyFans? Do you know of any others besides?
Well,
so this is news. Guys, I'm not even joking. This is in multiple news outlets today, including People magazine. They are covering. Gosh, dang it! They are covering on the news. They are covering on the news that Jamie Presley, aka Margot Robbie, but not literally, just exactly the same. They are
just
identical
exactly
to me.
the same.
I'm sorry, white girls all look alike. There's only like 7 faces. Anyway, Jamie Presley has joined OnlyFans. And that's news. Did you guys know that that's news? It's news because it's on places. It's out there. So it's news. Anyway, do you know of any other who's the most famous person we know of? I know people. I have friends who are famous on OnlyFans.
Well, Bella Thorne did her OnlyFans stunt for a little while, but she sort of like fucked it up. Like she was
tried
on
to just
OnlyFans.
do fan stuff, right? Did she not go sexy with it? And so sex workers were feeling fucked over by her.
Yes, she teased it like it was sex work, but it was not, and so everyone was pissed, rightfully so.
Yeah, definitely, rightly so.
I don't know. And then there's like other internet people. Who's Shannon Elizabeth?
Shannon Elizabeth was in the American Pie movies.
Oh, okay.
She was the one with the, I think she had like a Brazilian accent or something. Yeah. Anyway, that's news. So we have to talk about it for at least 4 more minutes. It's the news. Guys, it's news. It was in news outlets today. We have to talk about it.
We have to discuss.
Who are the most famous people to join OnlyFans? Oh, you know who I remember when it was a big thing and it was kind of gross because she was just freshly 18? Catch Me Outside. How about that?
Oh.
I have no idea if she does nude stuff. I just know.
I don't know. Bad Baby. She actually, Bad Baby had like a couple of bangers and I actually really liked like 2 of her songs. Me and my friends know all of the words to a couple of her songs. I liked her music. She should just stick to that.
Correct. White guys do look alike. Look, here's the thing. I'm going to be honest. I think all people of all races look alike. But as a white guy, I'm only going to say it about white people. I legitimately think there's basically 10 faces that exist. And here's part of the reason. And this is something that I came to terms with more in the last few years. I don't even recognize people by their faces. Like the things my brain first logs isn't faces because they're all too similar. So I will tend to like, as I've mentioned to people before, when I go out to find meet Matt and Arden, I'm looking for the like relative to my height, the shorter bald guy and the tall girl with the nice long hair. Right now she's changed her hair. When I saw her the other day, because I saw her in person a couple days ago, when I saw her a couple of days ago, she'd cut her hair. And even though I'd seen it online, I basically didn't recognize her at first. I was like, oh, right, I know who you are. Yeah, I think I recognize people by their hair first, actually. Hair and height, I would
also
say. Which means I won't even recognize you at all because I've never experienced your height in real life. The first time I see you, I'm going to be like, hey, oh my God, it's you.
Literally,
that was meant to just because I'm tall. I realized that implied something else. That's not what I meant.
No. It's because
I
he's
made
tall
that joke
and I'm
about
short.
Owen Morgan once. There was a show. There was a show where we started the show off. We were doing a collaboration. And I was like, "Welcome everybody today." And I went, "Shh, I'm about to introduce you." And then
oh my God, that's good. I like that.
I told him in a live chat. I was like, I was thinking about starting it this way. He's like, "Ha, you should do it." He's the chillest guy, Owen. He's so funny. Anyway, I don't have face blindness for the record. I can recognize faces. I have a much harder time I can actually remember images of people's photos better. So when I'm recognizing a person, I feel like I'm comparing it to photos of them as opposed to like having a lasting memory of them. But I have a really hard time telling people apart by their faces because there's only like 10 of them. There's only like 10 faces total. So also, if you have a signature smell, not only is that what I will recognize you by first, I will also dislike you more for it.
My dog is barking at me and running at me, which means she needs to go outside, which she does not do unless it's an emergency. So I will be back in 5 minutes. Hold on one second.
It's going to be way longer than 5. Go ahead. Yeah. It's always so long. All right, everybody. Well, so now we're just gonna Q&A. I guess while because we're still show going, it's still the recording part. Go ahead if you want to send. I'll just do general Q&A, but I'll be extra appreciative if some of those questions come in the form of super chats, and I will be extra what's the phrase? I will be certainly answering questions from the Patreon Patreon even more, which is why you want to be at patreon.com/calltheline. But while Bonnie pees, we will do questions, because we're not gonna put extra notes for the editor to figure out how to put this podcast together. Alyssa, I don't think, is going to change her top. Nor is that a question that I technically would be equipped to answer. But I'm sorry I brought it to everybody's attention, because I feel like, first of all, I do think one of you will have the autism to go and count every time, or already know, and you will be putting it as a comment. She, like, 42 times. I don't know. 42 feels low, honestly. How do you manage being so correct and also sexy all the time? I guess AI or something, because I'm only half of those things and it's not sexy. But I am super correct all the time. It's too much, really. Will there ever be a Forrest and Blitz show? I actually think so. I like Blitz, and I wish it was easier to figure out the right place to put him on the channel. I'd actually love to bring in Blitz, but I don't. The hard part is Skep Talk is pretty staffed, and that would be the obvious place to put him. And so some things are waiting to see, like if space naturally opens at some point, things like that. But I would definitely on as a guest for sure. I'd have Blitz on more often than just as a guest. Is Jimmy going to change his top? No, my top's fine. Not as often as Jimmy adjusts his mic. LOL. Yeah, I know. It's a comfort thing. I'm not even adjusting it. I'm just fidgeting with it. My hands have to have stuff to do all the time. In socialism, how do you convince the selfish to pay for other people to eat? If they don't pay for other people to eat, then they become what the other people eat, is how that works. I mean, socialism is if you try to selfishly advantage yourself at the cost of the social good punishes you, right? You either eject that person from your community, depending on the type of harm they are doing to advantage yourself at the cost of others. You might imprison them. You might do something that is more, even revenge filled, but at the very least, keeping them from harming the society. But definitely there would be repercussions. Jimmy, I sent an email looking to apply to be a call screener. I'm free later on usually, so that way you could have a screener for the whole show. So the thing is we don't want screeners for the whole show, because we do pay our screeners, and we pay them there to be just there for an hour. We wouldn't really be able to afford like a screener just all the time who is mostly not screening, especially. But we are pretty close to full. I would say there might be a little bit of space soon. Yeah, there isn't a precedent for, like, when it comes to people who moderate, we generally give wrenches to people who aren't going to make it an actual job, and they're going to be there anyway, and so they can be on the lookout. And there's a precedent of that being acceptable, to have even companies have volunteer moderators. But we stopped doing that with screeners because that precedent doesn't exist, and we wanted to make sure that we're also not doing anything unethical where we can avoid it. Arguably, it's one of those things where it's like, if having moderators is unethical that are unpaid, even though we always try to state, like, do not do it unless you would be here anyway. Don't do shows you wouldn't be at anyway. We probably need more moderators on that basis. But don't do shows unless you'd be here anyway. If unfortunately the position, like the way things are and the way how much everything costs, and my God, the overhead costs here are fucking nuts. The phone system alone is well over $1,000 a month. Like, it's crazy. And that's not even a person. That's just the computer that we have to pay somebody else for their service to run, and we pay by the minute. If channel moderators, if it became a thing where we were like, man, we really wouldn't be able to keep doing that without feeling like we're really crossing an ethical line. The unfortunate reality is we would not be able to do anything but do away with moderators, or ask the producer to try and keep an eye out, tell the audience, hey, when you notice things, try and tag the producer more than the audience is doing labor. So anyway, it's one of those things that can be quite complicated. be
Whew.
so complicated. They asked if you were going to change your top while you were gone.
No.
Yeah, I didn't think you would anyway.
I was trying to be fast.
Anyway, but we will put out there as far as for new moderators and stuff, periodically we just announce it that we're looking for them. If the unfortunate thing is if we're not in a phase where we're looking for moderators or screeners and people are trying to get in, my guys, I'm working like 100-hour weeks right now. It's crazy. So things have to happen like when they're supposed to happen. Anyway, let's see. Wait, what? Okay, I don't know what that. Oh, I think I see what they're saying. Okay. The good news is, the person who was saying that doesn't know I knew that that was going to be the case. I just got a message where somebody was like, "Hey, just so you know, I was able to find roughly where you live based on the comment you made about how much that highway charge was going to be." Except for that, I knew that people are crazy, so I actually threw out the wrong number on purpose. So you actually know where one of the Austin suburbs that I could be to within an hour is, but that wasn't the right number. I know how to anonymize myself on there. All right, we got to keep going. I didn't even pause. This is all going in the podcast. Here's our last story of the day. Guys, have you seen the Joe Rogan clip?
No, I haven't seen
clip from the Man Show? Joe Rogan, a clip has reemerged. It is going viral. Joe Rogan at some point from 16 years ago. No, not 16 years ago. It's about 16-year-olds. What was the year of the clip? I want to say it was around 2000. It was from a show called The Man Show. When was Rogan talking about the 16-year-olds in porn? Okay, guys, here's the thing. It's fucking creepy as hell. And I don't know what his defense is going to be. I am going to be looking for it. It is crazy. He's literally talking about essentially that he has seen in the past porn that featured 16-year-olds because there was some porn star he refers to who had started at 16. And essentially his whole rant is that that's fine.
That's so disgusting, but it's also like, I wish I were more surprised, you know. I just don't expect anything better from people. I think there are very few men with microphones that are not garbage. It just is what it is.
So the actress he had brought up, the sex worker he had brought up was Tracy Lords, who was a 1980s porn performer who later revealed that she'd actually been between the ages of 15 and 17 when she did those videos. Mm-hmm. And he even says something like, "And I've seen it, and they're anything but good girls," or something along those lines. It's legitimately the creepiest thing. It's creepy that he has hair, but that's not the creepiest thing. The creepiest thing is it is just a full-throated adult man basically saying, like, because girls can look so hot at 16, I should be allowed to sexualize them and watch them in porn.
That's disgusting.
It's fucking crazy. I hope he's gonna, if I was him and I'd said something so edgy and dumb when I was that age, I think it would be something like, "Bro, disgusting. That guy low-key was defending pedophilia. That guy low-key was defending patriarchy. I've had daughters. I would want to kill my former self if I heard my former self say that shit." Like, that's his only way close to something where it's like, that is the words of somebody who actually knows they did something wrong, and yet you still will have said it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of like if an actual pedophile, like a person who's done something, a pedophile who has also committed a sexual assault of an underage person, were to articulate in a believable way that they truly do understand the depth of how terrible what they did was, it would be like, okay, you do get it. But also you still did it, and I don't think I can move past that. Right. I can't get past the fact that you did it. When it comes to specifically this segment of things, I just can't do it.
I know. But it is interesting to think about that like base of people who said, with Donald Trump, if he's in the Epstein files, that's a line that we're not gonna cross, and that would be it for us. And they were very sensitive to, you know, stuff with underage girls in that moment. And now, like, all of this evidence is coming out, and they are like, la 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 la. And so I wonder if the Joe Rogan people will be the same. I assume they will be the same. They'll be like, that's crossing a line, blah blah blah, and then he's gonna make some bullshit statement about it, and they're gonna be like, that's not what he meant, obviously.
Always a full-throated. You're taking it out of context.
Yes,
and it was
always.
a man
It's
show.
out of context.
That was a funny show. It was a comedy show. So it's okay. By the way, the other day, people were literally saying, like, I was seeing MAGA people on Threads saying, how come we're doing nothing even though Beyonce was in the Epstein files? Which, by the way, just so you guys know,
wasn't she not in the
She's not in the Epstein files. But my simple response was, you don't get to pretend to care about the Epstein files. You guys literally made the featured character president, and when you found out he was the featured character, said it was okay that he decided to move on from them. You guys have empowered a person who is all over them more than Jesus is in the Bible. You don't get to cite anything about the Epstein files until there's accountability and at least a trial and an insistence that we actually release all of them and all of the redactions of his name get unredacted. You don't get to fucking say shit about the Epstein files.
Right.
But I gotta tell you, who's looking more and more like maybe they need to be in the Epstein files. Do you think Joe Rogan ever was like going to bed at night and is like, God, the day that clip comes back up, like that's definitely gonna come for me.
I wonder if that was like a scar in his brain, like he was just waiting, or if he like completely forgot he even said that.
Does he have the decency? Like, I have stuff I did that I've admitted to, and yet I still am horrified by the possibility of it. Like, I played games and used the N-word a lot when I was a kid. Before I turned leftist, before I became atheist and everything, I was one of those dumb libertarians who was like, it's important that we reclaim this word. It's really important. It's important that a white person with very few black friends, and because we're in such a white culture heavy place like Cheyenne, Wyoming, we essentially have only created a way that they can feel accepted by us, is essentially taking on one of those pick-me personalities. And so because they're afraid of the fallout, they'll actually say it's okay on the few occasions we're around them. Anyway, that was me. It's important that we reclaim this. We have to take the power out of that word. When you give words power. Anyway. And yet
crazy.
if that, knowing I've been open about having been that way, like, I mean, even Jovan has brought it up and we've joked about, like, the worst part is there's a non-zero chance I called him it at some point back then, because we were both playing games around the same time. You know, who knows whose lobby you got in.
That's crazy.
I know. It's and the world's smaller than most people think. Anyway, as far as connections you can potentially make to people, and anyway. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty bleak.
It's just kind of like, you know, what I'm not surprised at all. This entire group of men, that entire group of men are all okay with being attracted to young girls.
It's just
and they just don't care. And it's also, I understand that a part of it is like the culture of, like, you go on to these websites and it's like barely legal girl. I get that, but like, to have no conscience about it is weird.
Right.
And you should be able to, most normal men that I know are also feel weird about seeing the like barely legal content.
It's weird because the barely legal, the men consuming barely legal aren't barely legal men. If that's what I found out, I'd be like, oh.
Yeah.
It's 18 and 19
if it were
years old?
18-year-olds, looking at like, other 18-year-olds
like,
or 17 or whatever.
I'm barely legal, they're barely legal. But they're looking at, you know, people, they're looking at MILF porn. Like I remember. And then at some point, some of these weirdos, they fucking swap, or they get locked in there. They get stuck in there because they're stuck in the glory days or whatever, or I don't know what the fuck this shit is. The weirdest thing for me, the culture that you start to see amongst men when you're around men, they won't word it like this, but it's essentially that girl put on makeup for the first time for me. Do you know what I mean? Like it's like they're putting on makeup to be seen in makeup, therefore they're putting on makeup for me to see them, no matter how old they are. They're like, oh, you got makeup on? Oh, you're wearing tight pants? Oh, that must be for me. That must be for me. Like, fucking Christ, dude. Do you think like babies in diapers are showing all that skin for you? Fucking weirdo.
But it's also, I really am confused. I mean, I guess I'm not when I really think about it, but it is really amazing to think about how it's so common.
Quantum with another great joke.
What?
Go ahead. Sorry, Quantum's just got another great joke in chat.
It's kind of like the times where an older man is with a very, very young girl. We were talking about Jerry Seinfeld last night. That's crazy. That should have ended his fucking career. He was, I think, either in his late 30s or early 40s. And he was picking up his girlfriend from high school.
Yeah.
From high school.
You are double high school out. You are double out of high school.
Double out of high school.
More than double.
And and the fact that is sort of like brushed over, but older women, it is so much less common for them to look at young boys and be attracted to them. That is like so much less of a thing. So much so that it like makes a headline and ruins somebody's life when it does happen. Like when there's these teachers who are inappropriate with their students, and it should, because it is inappropriate. They should lose their jobs. They shouldn't be around children, period. But it doesn't happen as often. And so I need to know what is happening in the reverse that is making, like, when I see a 17-year-old boy, I look at them and I go, baby, like baby, just barely born. Like, how is anyone looking at that person and being attracted to them? That's just so like foreign to me, but it's so common for men to be attracted to minors. So much so that it's a porn category.
So there is a weird thing that there'd have to be a larger nuanced conversation about. It seems to be it's more common with people who are attracted to women, and it's actually not exclusive to men.
Right. Which I guess
that's something that's strange also. Maybe it's about portrayals, or I don't know what it is, but it's actually true also of people who are attracted to women who aren't men. Lesbians have. It's not it's much more common for a lesbian age gap relationship.
Right.
Than a straight
true.
Age
I guess
gap relationship where the woman is older.
It must be connected to just how the beauty standard is youth. Like it's your skin, like even like the beauty standard being having full hair, like as you get older your hair starts to thin. So that is also an indication of youth. It's like, it's having your skin be really nice. It's having fullness in the right places and having, no wrinkles in the right places and all this stuff. It's like literally doing everything you can to make yourself look like a high schooler.
There are things that happen too, where it's like, I don't know, there's other things too. When I was 18, I hooked up with a 35-year-old and nobody, it's like, there's no there's no database that's recording that. Okay. For the record, this is not me trying to like make it's not as bad. It's bad on the other side too. It's way worse. Men to women, period. Way, way worse. There is clearly something systemic happening where in general, there is both on the side of when it's women to men. To tell you the truth, like it's one of those things where at 18, I don't look back and feel bad about my experience. However, as a culture, that should be a thing that we should have been discouraging. I probably was intelligent enough and aware enough of the consequences. And we're talking about hooking up that genuinely I don't look back at that and go, something bad happened to me or whatever. But I don't know. It's like that whole story, by the way, has a way crazier ending that I can't tell on air, but I might have told you before. Anyway, years later, I ended up hooking up with somebody who was, and the discovery was they were related to that person in some way, and it was just like crazy. It was like a whole crazy thing. Anyway,
Okay, I don't know this story.
I'll tell you the story off air.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know. There's definitely what you just described makes sense to me, and it still makes then the men's side of it much creepier still to me, because with men it's literally like, when I say that youth is the standard of beauty, it seems like when they describe it, they're describing like 14-year-olds.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? And so that side still ends up being creepier than like the ones of just like, man, I've never understood the people also who want to hang out, who want to be kind of the age gap friend of a group, where it's like, you're 40 hanging out with a bunch of 22-year-olds, whatever. If all you guys are friends,
so weird.
Nothing illegal is happening there. I don't even care if a 22 and a 40-year-old hook up. But at like 22 and 40, why are you guys in the same social group in the first place?
What are you talking about? Like, what are you discussing? Yeah. I know. Like my friend Tara is 25.
How are you not tired? Why aren't you in bed, 40-year-olds? Like, go to bed.
Literally,
they're doing Tara's young stuff. Go to bed. I'm 36. I go to bed.
Tara's 25 and I'm 32, and like our friendship is, you know, it's limited. Like there's stuff that like I'm not going to Vegas and staying out until 4 a.m. I'm not doing it. Like I was in Vegas and I had one alcoholic beverage the whole time I was there, and that was enough for me. Like I can't.
Like at 25, I was already like you at 32. So there's also different 25-year-olds.
You really like you.
I think I've been 40 since I was 16.
I think you can condensed like a lot of stuff into a couple of years, because you had a lot of fun, I think, in a very short period of time.
But I was done by, I also couldn't have that fun without chemicals because of the autism. I had to chemically induce neurotypical enjoyment, essentially. And as soon as those were done, I was done. I was done with all the fun by like 22, 23.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
By 25, I was 40.
Speaking of chemicals for your brain and neurotypical and whatever, I'm going to my new psychiatrist tomorrow. I can't wait.
For the record, by the way, this isn't me going off on some big thing about age gaps. Legitimately, it's not a thing I care about, except for people who are clearly still teens.
Except when they're minors.
People who are still
I don't give a shit.
Or they're in that like transition state of like, I'm going to college and I'm just now learning to be away from my parents, and an older man comes along or whatever. I know that by 21, I could have dated anyone up to 100. And at a certain point, I would actually be the person who was fucking like the problem. I'm not going to infantilize other people and tell them they can't do that. Everybody's an adult. Do what you want. But adulthood isn't marked by turning 18. It's marked by a certain personality and awareness and understanding and preparation to not be exploited by people.
Someone in the chat is blowing up for some reason.
What are they mad about?
Who gives a shit as long as they're of legal age? Who cares? Which we said you're
I
delay,
do.
but we did say that.
Literally, what you just said is creepy as fuck. As long as they're of legal age, adulthood is not marked by legal age. As long as they're an adult, I don't care. I would say as long as they're an adult and they're of legal age, you still need the legal age. Because arguably, I think I probably, not to sound like fucking to my own horn, but I went to college early and stuff. Arguably by 16 years old, I probably had the mental capacity, a higher mental capacity than a lot of people who are like 20, 21-year-old are. And 20 to 21 years old, you wouldn't be weirded out if they hooked up with the people much older than them. However, it still is good that I didn't and wasn't allowed to. So of legal age is just the minimum standard and is an adult. They should be an adult and of legal age. And if you don't agree with that, you're kind of a pedophile too. Like,
it's also just, I remember when I was in college, I was 20 years old and I went on a date with a guy, and when I was on the date, found out that he was 30. And that was like a big, huge punchline story for me in that moment, because I was like, this guy's 10 years older than me. And when you're 20, there's a big difference between a 20-year-old and a 30-year-old. Like what you're interested in is like completely different. And
that's
and I
different
still
even
stand
without
by.
Age. For me, I'm like, that's not enough. Having different interests, even different phases in life. Men and women are rarely in the same phase in life, especially at the same age, because we're allowed to have careers faster than you are and shit like that. So I don't even care about that. I care about, does this person have the brain, the experience, has gotten away from relying on their family, has developed the part of the brain capable of truly consenting. And sometimes if you have that developed, sometimes you decide the only amount I want to consent is, do I think you're hot or not? I don't want to know your political views. I don't want to know that shit. I just want to fucking fuck. And if that's your decision and you're not going to vet the person more than that, then you've still consented. But like, Jesus Christ, the dude in chat who we need to get their hard drive fucking checked, basically sitting there whining about like, no, I should eat. Dude, this dude would fucking like go and find out somebody got brain damage and now has the mind of a 4-year-old, like in that movie Little Thing. What is it called? With Emma Stone. And we'd be like, sounds hot.
Oh, I don't know.
Full grown adult body, child, adolescent brain. I'm in.
Yeah, I don't know. Every situation has some nuance for sure, but like there are obvious situations where it's predatory and there are situations where it's clearly not.
Yeah. Legitimately. I'm like, I don't want to have this setting up rigid rules of when the exact date or whatever means somebody's going to get abused, because there will be people who are 30
who wait
and shouldn't. There are people who are 30 years old who are not capable of consenting to somebody who's 31 years old, or just somebody who's more like legitimately throwing those numbers out depending on a person's, I mean, fucking people who've only known Mormonism their whole life. I don't know that we should let them have sex for like 2 years after they get out of the church. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Goodness fucking sakes.
I remember thinking when I went on that date, I was just like, this was a man who like made a lot of money, was very established in his career, and I was a fucking idiot when I was 20. And I was like, what are we gonna talk about? Like, actually, what are we gonna talk about? And I remember in that moment thinking like it was weird for him to be interested in me because I was 20 years old, going to clubs, like that kind of stuff. And I was like, don't you have others? Don't you have taxes to file? What are you doing? Why are we here? Don't you have a antacid that you need to take?
Life. How you would be in addition to his life.
Right. It was really weird.
By weird, I was like, I'm not confused by it at all. Weird, it's wrong and it's inappropriate, and he was being predatory.
It was inappropriate. It was weird.
He was looking for somebody who was hot to make financially dependent on him. I assume you were
literally.
Hot at 20.
That's exactly what it felt like.
At that time. Yeah.
But that was exactly what it felt like. He was looking for a person who was young enough that he could make financially dependent on him. Period. That's exactly what it was. Yeah. Wow, that was put very in a very concise way, and that's exactly what it was. Yeah. As long as you don't, the
dude's still going on. This dude 1000% needs to
Oh, Billy, that's sweet.
Let's get his hard drive checked. That's all I'm saying. All right.
Scared.
Well, we have an official like incel manosphere guy. I gotta go take care of my partner. They've been going through some stuff, and this was a long show, so we'll do a 1-minute bonus show over on Patreon today. Thank you all, except for the frickin' incel in chat who really needs to get his hard drive checked. The person who is absolutely melting down in chat, just so you know, technically like age of consent also doesn't make them an adult, so you should probably break up with your 15-year-old girlfriend. You're 40. Fuck off, dude. I know that's why you moved to that state that you're in, but Jesus Christ, fuck off.
Yeesh.
Goodness fucking sakes. People are fucking people sometimes.
Yikes, yikes.
Yeah, May in chat. I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. Sun's getting real low. You got a 1-minute marriage story for us in the bonus show?
1 minute, like my marriage?
Yeah. Can you tell your marriage story in 1 minute? We'll do a longer one another day.
Yeah, I could do it in 1 minute. Like, do you want me to just talk about what the day was? Like, run through the day?
Look at his most recent comment. I'm not going to read it out loud. I'm not going to give him it. Look at that fucking shit. Jesus fucking
I don't see it.
Christ.
It's not loading for me yet. It's not on my screen yet.
I think it might have gotten taken out if you're on top chat. I had to be on live chat. I think it got like soft censored essentially because he used the phrase gold digging whores. Maybe we'll talk about it in the bonus show. He'll have to go and pay to hear us talk about him in the bonus show.
Wait.
YouTube,
Before you
on to Patreon. Wait, no,
I
go
want to
ahead.
respond to
Say
him
it quick.
so badly.
No, let's
I was just
respond on
gonna
Patreon.
say,
Fuck that guy. It doesn't matter. He's not gonna
okay, fuck
change.
that guy. Oh
You
my
can pay
god.
if you want to hear our
what?
response to you, fuckface. Patreon.com/call the line. And anybody else who wants to hear it. Okay, bye. So his last two chats, the one before that was, or how about you talk about the gold